All right, well, hello and welcome. I am super excited tonight to be teaching you how to do a basic 5-minute face. So I have prepped my skin with our amazing skincare with Arbonne, and I've also used our incredible Genius device, which is one of my favorite new products that has come out with Arbonne. So to start off, we are going to use Arbonne's Makeup Primer. Now, this is one of my favorite products. Basically, it is like priming a wall when you prime your face. You're going to feel your wrinkles, your creases, your pores, all of that. And the makeup primer is one of my favorite products. So you're going to use very little of it. I only use about 1 squirt. And this is what you're going to do. You're going to put it across your T-zone like this, down your nose, and then you're going to spread it all across your face. Now you guys would notice my kitchen light is kind of shining on me, but you're going to notice that I don't look as shiny as I did before. Because makeup primer also doesn't just fill your wrinkles, your creases, and pores. It actually will mattify your skin. Something else I'm going to tell you too is with the makeup primer, I love to use it in the corners of my eyes when I'm teaching this technique. Also on my eyes. I will also, you guys, do it on my lips, okay? Especially if you're going to put any kind of lip gloss or anything on, you're going to love it. So basically, you're going to put makeup primer all over your face. My favorite part about Arbonne's makeup primer is that it does not clog your pores. In the past, I had cystic acne, and because of using this incredible product and this primer that doesn't clog my pores, my skin has continued to stay clear, okay? So as we get started, I'm going to be using Arbonne's amazing makeup set, makeup brush set. And this is probably one of my favorite things as well. You guys are going to notice I'm going to say everything is my favorite, but I absolutely love our brush set. It's absolutely incredible. What I love about it is that it lasts forever if you take care of it. If you shampoo your brushes and you clean them properly, this will last you forever. What I also love about this as we get started is I'm just going to show you this. There's this amazing compartment that everything I'm going to show you tonight on your face is going to fit in this little beautiful compartment. And then your brushes are here. And when you close it, you can shut it. And you guys, you can take it with you everywhere. This is like my favorite thing, okay? So to get started, the first thing that we're actually going to do is we use primer. That was our first step. And the next step we're going to use is actually concealer. So I'm going to not conceal much on my face, but what I'm going to teach you guys with this is a highlighting technique. So the brush that I actually really like to use, and I'm going to show you guys this brush. This is actually not the slant brush. I'm going to grab the right one. It is going to be the shading brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a really awesome kind of a highlighting technique. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load my brush with light concealer, and I'm going to just draw a half moon shape in the inside corners of my eyes. So you guys can see that, it looks like I've painted something on there. You can see it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to clean my brush off so there's no color on it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull that concealer across the top of my eye. Now, you guys might be watching this and thinking, why is she concealing on the top of her eye? And you can probably already see that my eye in the inside corner already looks brighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it across, but you guys are going to notice that I am not going to go past my pupil. So if I look straight ahead, I'm only going to blend it to where my pupil is. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing, you guys, on the bottom. Again, not all the way around, but just to my pupil. Okay, so you can probably see me doing that. I really want to suggest that if you do use concealer and you usually go all the way around, I'm going to suggest you to stop doing that. And the reason I am is because if you go all the way around and you have any type of a bag here, you will actually highlight that bag. So this is a really great technique to learn to make your eyes look brighter, but also not to go all the way around because you will highlight anything that you have issues with in this area, okay? So again, on this eye, we're going to blend it on the top, again, not going past the pupil, and then underneath, under the eye. So you guys can kind of see me doing that, okay? Now, if you guys look at my eyes, they look super bright, okay? So I'm going to show you guys so you can really look at this, okay? It's going to look a little weird, and that's okay because we're not done. But basically, the whole idea is to highlight the inside corners of your eyes. So when you do an eye look, it looks really bright and really vibrant, okay? So that's huge. Now, if you are using a concealer to cover redness, acne, anything like that, do not use the same color as your skin. Use a tinge shade darker, okay? So you guys are gonna notice I have like a little blemish here, and I'm a little bit red around my nose. So I'm actually gonna use medium concealer with Arbonne, and I'm just gonna lightly You guys can see how it's a little bit darker. Not crazy, but just a little bit darker. And I'm just gonna go kind of where I have those spots or that redness, okay? Then I'm gonna again clean my brush off, and then I'm gonna blend it. Now, if you have an acne spot, I'm gonna also recommend this, you guys. Do not use your fingers. I'm gonna recommend that you use a brush. If you use a brush, you will find that you'll do a better job covering up those spots and not caking the makeup on. Especially coming from somebody who, honestly, you guys, I had tons of issues with my skin. I used to cover my skin up constantly. So yeah, so that's, if you use a brush, you're gonna get better coverage and it's gonna look a lot more natural, okay? So now the next two things, or the next thing that I would recommend you to use would be foundation. So with Arbonne, I am really a big fan of our liquid foundation, probably my favorite. This is what I use along with our skincare line when my skin cleared up, was Arbonne's liquid foundation. What I love about it is it pumps up from the bottom. So when you are out, you are out. You're not digging in the container. So you could use that, or you could use the CC cream, which is a 10-in-1 product. You guys, there's anti-aging properties in here. There's retinol in here. It's basically like foundation, primer, concealer, everything. So what I'm going to do is on one side, I'm going to put liquid, and on the other side, I'm going to put CC cream. So you guys can kind of see the difference. So the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is liquid. And I personally use Honey Beige, which is my color. And what I'm going to suggest, always put foundation on with a sponge. You guys, your skin will be a lot clearer if you use a sponge. Fingertips, even if your hands are clean, even if you've just washed your hands, you're still putting extra oil on your face. So I'm going to recommend that you stay away from using your fingers, stick with the sponge, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually, you guys, going to do this. If you guys see, I'm patting it on my face. I'm not wiping it. So what this is actually going to do is this is going to help your foundation lay better in your pores, okay? So you're going to notice that you're going to get better coverage. Now, if you have issues with your skin and you need to cover up your skin more, you can add layer upon layer upon layer of foundation on by doing this process, okay? So if you guys noticed, what I like too about Arbonne is it's not cakey and it looks very natural. Like, it doesn't look like I'm wearing really anything on my face, which is huge. You want your foundation to look like that. You don't want it to look cakey, right? So that's what I did. Is on one side I did the liquid, and on the other side I'm going to do the CC cream. Now I'm going to tell you guys my personal preference. I like the liquid foundation because I find it very light. CC cream I find a bit heavier, and I personally have oily skin, so I like to use it in the summer when I'm not putting lotion on, or I'm at the lake and I want to throw something on really quick. That's when I'm more of a fan of the CC cream. So same thing on this side. I'm still going to use a wedge, and I'm going to just blot it on. But it is a little bit heavier than the liquid foundation. You will love this if your skin is dry. You will absolutely love this. Honestly, if you need more hydration, you'll probably like the CC cream better. I personally like the liquid because it's not as heavy as the CC cream. But the CC cream also, you guys, gives you really great coverage as well. Okay, so those are your options as far as from a foundation standpoint. So your next step, which you guys, this is, again, one of my favorite products, which is the translucent loose setting powder. So this has something called Optilite technology in it. And Arbonne's is the best that I have found. I've used a lot of different makeup, especially with singing. And I really find that this is probably one of my favorite ones. So in our brush set, we have a big, beautiful brush that I love. So just so you guys know that are following along with me, this is the powder brush. So what I actually do is I'm going to load this brush up, and in circular motions, I'm going to actually take, and I'm going to just blend it on. So you guys will see I'm using circular motions, okay? Now, what I love about this, and you guys can see this, and if you actually look at the product, it's kind of sparkly, but not crazy sparkly, just enough that when the light hits my face, it creates a soft focus effect. Now, if you're on Facebook or if you use any filters, this is the filter type thing that everybody's using right now. So what I love about this is it gives you that effect, okay? So the next thing is that a lot of companies have setting powders. And what I absolutely love about Arbonne is you can use our products for more than one thing, for most of our products. So what I love is we actually have Awaken and Unwind Mist. So these mists can be used as setting powders when it comes to you doing your makeup. So if you have really oily skin, you'll love the Awaken. This also makes really great bug spray for your kids or for yourself in the summertime because it's got citrus oils in it. So really great if you have oily skin because it will help with your oil production. If you have really dry skin, you'll like the Unwind. Also too, if you ever get dry like on your back or all over your body, you can actually spray this on to hydrate your skin. So for me, I have more oily skin. So I'm actually going to give myself, I love this. I give myself like a few squirts of it for sure. Okay, so what this does is this makes your makeup melt into your pores. So what it does is if you did look powdery at all, or if you look like you were wearing makeup, it actually makes it melt into your skin so it doesn't look like you're wearing makeup. So this is one of my favorite things. Okay, so you can set your makeup. So just to review what we've just done, basically we started by using the makeup primer, which is one of my favorites. Then we did the concealer, which is awesome. So I did around my eyes with light, medium to cover any redness. Again, if you're gonna use anything to cover acne as far as a concealer, you wanna go a little bit darker than your skin tone, okay? Not lighter because it will highlight that acne or that redness, okay? Around your eyes is where you're gonna do lighter. Then I would recommend the CC cream or the liquid foundation. We also do have a powder foundation, a mineral powder foundation, but I personally like either the CC cream or the liquid. Then I will set it with the translucent loose setting powder, which is incredible. Again, really great for that soft focus effect. And then I will use this to set it. So you can use, again, Awaken for oily skin, Unwind for dry skin. So you guys, this is your base. This is probably one of the most important things. If you guys look at me right now, I personally could go out to the post office or, you know, run uptown or anything like that, and I'd be super comfortable with the way that my skin looks right now, okay? So that's basically the base. So the next thing that I'm gonna show you guys is contouring. A lot of people want to learn how to contour. And what I absolutely love about Arbonne's contouring products is we have a bronzer, and then we also have something called Sheer Glow Highlighter. So I'm going to show you guys how to properly use bronzer. And I'm going to be really honest, before Arbonne, I had no clue how to use bronzer. And when I did use it, I was the crazy lady that you'd see at the drugstore with like a brown face and a white neck. And I want to teach you guys how not to do that. So basically what I'm going to suggest that you guys do is that you use this brush that is in the Arbonne set, so the cheek brush, and you guys will notice this is kind of got a little bit of an angle on it. I really like this brush. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna feel where your cheekbone is the sharpest. So this is where our cheekbone is the sharpest. So basically bronzer needs to go underneath your cheekbone, okay? So I'm gonna also show you this. When you smile, this is the apple of your cheek. You do not want to put bronzer into the apple of your cheek because this is where blush goes, okay? You're also going to feel under your neck where that bone is, and they're also going to put a line of bronzer there as well, okay? So I'm going to show you guys just essentially what I just showed you. So basically, this is where your cheekbone is the sharpest. This is where the shadow is. So right in here is where you're gonna put that line. Now you guys, I made a really aggressive line so you can see it, okay? What I'm also gonna do is, again, I'm gonna feel under my neck, and I'm also gonna draw a line there. Now, this is a really good example because this is a video being shot of me. In real life, you could see my shadows. You could see me in a different dynamic. Right now I'm a flat image. So what's really incredible about this is by doing this and really contouring, now you can see shadows that you necessarily didn't see before. I'm also going to take a little bit of this and I'm going to comb it into my hairline like this. So it's not just like a solid line, if you guys can see that. So I'm going to do it on both sides. Now, for those of you that are following along, or if you're trying to do this along with me, you guys are going to notice that, wow, it looks like a really crazy line. I don't want to leave it like that. And here's the thing, you guys aren't going to leave it like that. The key with makeup is blending, okay? So what I'm going to show you is this. A cosmetic wedge is your best friend. So what you're going to do is then you're going to blend it. So if you notice, I'm just kind of patting it. I'm not doing it so I'm wiping it off, but I'm doing it so I'm blending it so it looks more like shadow than it looks like a line. Okay, so same thing under my neck. So you guys, this is a huge difference when pictures are being taken of you or things are video being shot. This is really, really important because you will look your actual size. Everybody says the camera or video adds an extra 10 pounds. You guys, that's right, because we become a flat image. So using bronzer is really super important. So you guys kind of see that, the difference that makes? It's incredible how much skinnier my face looks by doing that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my big brush again, my powder brush. I'm going to load that brush, and I'm going to show you guys how to put bronzer all over your face. So I'm going to turn, and I'm actually going to hold this brush away from my face. So I loaded it with my bronzer, and then I'm going to lightly take, and this looks really weird, you guys, but I'm not touching my face. I am just lightly letting the powder fall off of the brush onto my face. If there is anything left, I may do a bit more contouring, kind of blend it in. And then I might kind of go all over my face. But realistically, I'm not going to load the brush and go all over, because then I'm going to have that brown face. Okay, so that is the bronzer, you guys. What I love about Arbonne's bronzer is this. It is not too peachy, not too pinky, it's basically really a rich brown. So it doesn't matter if you have really, really fair skin or darker skin. This works for everybody. This is the best bronzer I've ever used. I have never, ever, ever switched to another bronzer ever in starting to use Arbonne. Even over 9 years ago, I've always used our bronzer. Okay, so that is basically contouring with bronzer, and then basically giving yourself that sun-kissed look. Now, Sheer Glow highlighter, incredible. For all my friends that are singers or people that, you know, really, I'm sorry, for all those people that are on stage or anything like that, or again, pictures being taken, you're going to absolutely love this. Okay, so this is a cream. So if you guys notice, I'm actually going to put it where my cheekbone is, because that's where the light is hitting. So basically, I'm going to take this, and you guys will really see this cream. Okay, so if you guys see that, I'm going to put it on my cheekbone. Okay, and I'm just doing it with my finger. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly blend it in. You can really see this, okay? This is really, really awesome. For me, especially on stage, I love this. Also, too, if you want to make your nose look thinner, you can also take and you can make like a little tiny line down your nose. And then you can kind of blend it. You guys can see how that's like the light is catching that. It's pretty incredible. If you really want to focus on making your nose look skinnier, you can even take bronzer and you can kind of on the sides of your nose. I know this sounds really crazy, but you can do that and it'll actually make your nose look thinner. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can see that. I kind of overdid it on the one side, but if you guys can kind of see it, it makes a huge, huge difference, okay? So for making your nose look skinnier, which is a big thing, okay? So that is really great. What's really great about the Sheer Glow highlighter too is you can mix it with your foundation to give you an overall glow. You can use it, you know, on your brow bone. You can use it on your chin. You can use it up here. You can pretty much use it wherever you want. If you really are into contouring, you will love this product. It's probably going to be one of your favorite products, okay? So that is basically your overall base. Now, blush. Where do you put blush? And this is a really big thing. I get asked this all the time and it makes me laugh because I didn't honestly know before Arbonne where blush actually went. So basically blush goes on the apples of your cheeks. So if you were to go and just pinch your cheeks like this and they were to turn red, that's where you want your blush to go. So with Arbonne, my two favorite colors are these. Most people look at these and they go, whoa, I would never pick those colors. So Taffeta and Blossom. I love Taffeta. Taffeta looks super crazy pink. And I just use, again, my big powder brush. And I just smile. And I just put it on the apple of my cheek. So the point of blush, you guys, is that your cheeks look rosy. And when you smile, your cheeks pop. That's the point of blush, okay? On the other side, I'm going to also use Blossom, which is one of my favorites. So I'm going to smile. And I'm just going to put it just on my cheek, okay? So if you guys notice, this looks more pinky, this looks more orangey. So it just depends kind of what you're wearing that you're going to be a fan of it, right? So really at the end of the day, it's just preference, okay? So I absolutely, absolutely love these two colors. If I'm more wearing like pinks and blues and things like that, I will use Taffeta. If I'm more into the browns or things like that, I will more so use Blossom. So it is honestly, at the end of the day, just preference, okay? These two colors are the go-tos. If you're somebody who likes to be super safe when it comes to blush, I want to recommend that you use Dusty Rose if you're gonna purchase blush with Arbonne, okay? So now, that is the complete base, okay? So kind of a review. I'm going to do this again because just so everybody's on the same page, started off with primer. We did concealer for redness, a little bit darker than what you would use for your foundation. I use medium to cover my redness, but then I use, in the corners of my eyes, I use light, okay? Then you can use foundation is our next step, CC cream. We also have liquid, and we also have powder with Arbonne. But I would like to use liquid or CC cream, and then I set it with the translucent loose setting powder. Again, love this. It has a bit of a shimmer. It has Optilite technology. Absolutely incredible. Okay. Then we set it with what we would use for setting spray in Arbonne, which is the Awaken or Unwind Mist. Again, Unwind for dry, Awaken for oily. And then we get into contouring. So you would use bronzer for doing, you know, underneath your cheekbone, under your neck, and overall just a sun-kissed look, of course, for your face. And then the Sheer Glow highlighter more for the highlighting areas like your nose and your cheekbone, your chin, brow bone, that kind of thing, okay? Then we basically use blush just on the apples of our cheeks, okay? So that is your overall base. Okay, so now the next thing we're gonna talk about is eyebrows. So you guys can really see this, is that you can't see my eyebrows. And it's not that I don't have any, I do, but they are super fair and super light. So one of my favorite things that we have with Arbonne, we actually have two things. We actually have the medium, well, there's light, medium, and dark. This is a brow pencil, okay, so it's a pencil. And we also have the Shape It Up tinted brow cream. Now I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't like using the brow cream because I don't have enough eyebrow. If you have a lot of eyebrow, you will love the brow cream. But if you're like me where you have eyebrows, but you can't really see them and you need to more draw them in, you're gonna probably like this better. Now, if you're pretty fair like me, you're gonna like medium for the pencil. If you have really dark roots, you are going to like the dark, okay? Same thing when it comes to the brow gel. It's gonna be, I think there's, I'm gonna make sure I get this right. Light medium, if you're more fair, and then there's medium dark if you have more dark roots, okay? So basically, this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna show you guys how to use this brow pencil. So the key is you have to be very careful not to draw, just to tap. Now, this is a really important thing, you guys. If we draw our brow on, if we have to fix it, we have to wipe it off. So what I love about this pencil is if you just lightly take it and you just tap. If you guys see, I'm not really drawing, I'm just tapping. You guys will notice that the product is just gonna actually go onto your skin, okay? So I'm gonna just show you guys this a little bit more. And here's the thing, you guys, I'm not drawing something that doesn't exist. I'm actually just taking the hairs that I have and I'm coloring them, okay? It's the first time I've probably ever been quiet is doing this, okay? And so this is the big thing too, is you wanna make sure, I'm gonna show you guys this as well. If you actually take your pencil and you go like this, you wanna make sure your eyebrow ends about there. So kind of like if you just, there's a spot here, there's kind of a ridge. And if you actually take and put your pencil like this, you want to make sure that your brow goes all the way down. So for me, my brow's kind of dead-ended. So I'm just going to make it a little bit longer so it doesn't look dead-ended. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay. Now, don't be afraid if you've never really done your eyebrows, okay? So this is for a lot of times, for a lot of people, this is the first time they've ever done this. But I'm gonna tell you something, eyebrows are really big right now, and it's like hanging a picture on the wall and not putting a frame around it. It's the same idea, especially if you're gonna do an eye technique. What I love about the brow pencil is we actually have something that you can comb through the color, and I really, really love that about this. So even, you know, if you're not really super great at it, is even if you just start with a little bit and you get more confident, you can do more and more as you get more confident with it. Okay, so I'm not going to do them really dark, but just to give you guys a general idea. Okay, so, and again, you could use the cream if you wanted to. And this is actually kind of neat. It's like, it's a little bit thicker and it's like a cream. You can use this as well. Okay, so I'm really going to recommend that you try either or. They're amazing, but I really do love the actual brow pencil. Okay, so now on to an eye technique. So I'm going to teach you guys something really super simple. I'm not going to teach you something that you're going to go out with. This is going to be an everyday simple eye look, and you only need 2 colors for it. So this is what I really love about Arbonne is all of our makeup eyeshadows are actually little tiny ones. I'm just going to take one out so you can show it to you. That they're small like this, and you can buy actually a 4 palette where you can put any colors you want. But if you're gonna buy the 4 palette, I'm gonna recommend this. There's 2 colors that I'm gonna want to encourage you to buy. This color, which I know looks really weird, but it's slate. It's kind of a light pink, not even light pink, a very neutral color, like a skin tone color. So slate. And then you guys are gonna laugh, is Onyx, which is black, okay? So black. So it's not typically what most people will pick for eyeshadows, but I'm going to tell you with this eye technique that I'm going to teach you, you're going to love it. And it's going to be something that you're going to thank me for adding into your makeup kit. And the reason why is you need to always neutralize your eye, but you need to have black to actually always fix your eyeliner. No one is perfect at eyeliner. I'd love to say that everybody here is, but sadly, if you are, great, but I'm not one of those people. So the brush that we're actually going to use, and so in the Arbonne brush set, there's the all over eye. And what we're going to do is I'm going to encourage you to take slate. So again, that neutral color. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it all over the lid. Now, most of us, and you guys can see this between this eye and this eye, there's pigmentation difference already. So you see how this eyeshadow totally neutralized this lid, and this lid has like redness and discoloration. That's the point of this eyeshadow, is to neutralize the eye. I'm also gonna take under my eye right here, and just to my pupil, get rid of any redness that there is. Now, if you look at my 2 eyes, you're gonna notice that this eye is neutral and this eye has redness and pigmentation underneath. Now I'm gonna take slate and do the other eye, and I'm gonna neutralize it to match, okay? Now here's the thing, if I was to use a crazy eyeshadow, the nice part about it is my eye is neutralized. So you want your eyes to look completely neutral before you put any color on them. Slate is the go-to, okay? So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're actually not gonna put a bunch of eyeshadow on. We're gonna do a very simple eye look. We're gonna go right to using Arbonne's Carbon eyeliner, okay? Now I'm gonna teach you guys a technique that I was taught, and it totally changed the way I put eyeliner on. So what we suggest is when you put eyeliner on is where your color starts is where your line should start, and where your corner is where basically your liner should stop. But instead of going like this, like basically back and forth like this, you're basically going to have a little kick in the pants. So instead of going down to the corner, you want it to have a little flick or a kick in the pants, okay? So I call it a kick in the pants because it's just what I call it. So I'm going to show you guys this. If you actually take Arbonne, and this is what I like, Carbon Black, and you go to the drugstore and you take another eyeliner and you put it beside our black, you're going to notice that it looks mousy or gray. It's not going to be black. So what you're going to notice with Arbonne mascara, with Arbonne liner, anything that is black, it is a rich, rich, rich black, which will actually make your eyes look brighter and your eye color pop more because it is black. It's not a mousy color, okay? So that's really important. Okay, so this is what I love about this pencil. Rich and creamy, you do not need to scribble it on, which I like, and you don't need to pull on your eye. It goes on very easily. I'm just gonna show you guys on my hand. See how it went on? Simple, easy. And here is the other thing. On the other end, there's a sharpener, so you can actually sharpen your pencil. Absolutely love it. Okay, so now onto the eyeliner. So what I'm gonna do is I like to start on the outside corner. If you guys look, this is the corner. I'm gonna actually go. You guys see how I'm doing that? I'm going down. So even if you suck at eyeliner, and I'm going to tell you I suck at it, this is going to be a technique that anybody's going to be able to do. So then what I'm going to do is go, okay, that's kind of where the color of my eye starts. So that's where I'm going to go and I'm going to draw it on, okay? Okay, so I got it on, but it looks really bad. And I'm going to tell you something. It's okay that it looks bad because this technique that I'm teaching you, anyone can do. Even if you wear glasses, you can buy one of those things. My mom has one on her mirror. You know, they stick on and it's like super, triple, quadruple magnified. They're incredible. But then you're going to take Onyx, and this is what I love because it fixes everything, which is the black eyeshadow. You're going to load the slant brush from our brush set. You're going to load it and what I'm going to recommend, tap it off because Arbonne pigment is super strong. So if you do not tap it off, what is going to happen is it's going to get all over your face. And then when you wipe it, it's going to be everywhere. So what's really, really, really nice is that pigment is strong. So you only need to use a little bit, which means Arbonne makeup lasts longer. So then I'm going to take my angle brush and I'm going to go over top of what I did. And I'm going to fix it. Okay, so if you look at this, even if you like really did a shoddy job of lining, what's really, really nice is you can fix it with this angle brush, okay? So, and then you can make it darker, thicker if you want. Another thing that you can do, which I absolutely love, is probably one of my favorite things. I'll take a little dish of water, I'll dip my angle brush in there, and then I'll put it in the eyeshadow, and then I'll do it. You can make like a liquid liner, okay? So again, I'm gonna do the other eye just so you guys can follow along. Okay, so you see how I left a gap there? So I can, this is the beautiful part, is I can fix it with this great eyeshadow. Okay, so then I'm gonna go with my slant brush and I'm gonna fix it. There's always one eye that looks better. Like, look how great this eye looks. I think it looks awesome. Okay, so this eye, not so good. So I need to touch that up and fix it. So take your time doing this. And if you guys notice, like, especially with this eye, you see how, like, black my pupil looks? The reason why is because, again, with Arbonne, our makeup is rich and it's black, okay? So same thing here. I'm gonna go over top of this. Do you guys see that? How pretty it looks? Okay, so very simple. So you're gonna notice I'm not gonna line the bottoms. I'm just doing the tops. So the reason I'm doing the tops, just the tops, is because I want this is a 5-minute face. So this is not a big elaborate look, but basically what it's to do is to make your eyes look open and bright, okay? That's really key with this look. The next thing that we're gonna do is we're actually gonna use mascara. So Arbonne mascara, if you guys have not smelt it, please smell it. Oh, it's delicious. It smells like flowers. And the reason why is, you guys, because it's made of flowers. What's amazing, if you use Arbonne face wash, this will wash off with your face wash. It's incredible. So this is not waterproof, but it is smudge proof. And if you have oily skin, you can actually use this. So I am going to use a sanitary wand, just because this is the one out of my kit. And what I love about our wands, our tester wands, is they're actually, what I love about them, is they're actually the same wand that comes with the line. So if you're trying this right now, or you're trying it, if you're trying it from with an Arbonne independent consultant, you're gonna love it because we actually have these wands. So I'm gonna teach you a little technique. So if you guys look, I'm doing my mascara on the top like this. So I'm actually coloring the tops of my lashes. So for a lot of people, I think this is strange. I'm gonna tell you something. If you have fair lashes and you don't do this and you just do this, like the normal up and out, when you look down, you'll actually see white. So this is a really important technique when doing mascara, okay? And then you can go up and out. Now, what I am going to tell you guys about Arbonne mascara is it will make your eyelashes grow a ridiculous amount. For me, people think I have fake eyelashes, and I don't. All I do is just keep reapplying and reapplying Arbonne mascara. That's it. And what I like about it too is it has a formula in it that makes your eyelashes grow. So you can layer upon layer it, which I absolutely love. So again, make sure you do those tops like this. Okay, and then you can go up and out. But you can layer and layer and layer this mascara until it looks like you have fake lashes. It's incredible. I absolutely love it. This is like my #1 absolute go-to. No matter what I do before I go out, I always put my mascara on. So you guys see how it's just, my lashes are getting thicker and thicker, and I'm just applying and applying it. Here's the thing, you guys, the mascara will last you, and this is what I love too, like a minimum of 6 months. I know on the container it has the little, I'm going to show you guys, it says 6 months once opened. But what I am going to tell you guys is if you store this properly, you don't share it with anybody. I can almost get a year out of my Arbonne mascara. It's recommended after 6 months you get rid of it, but mine lasts me a long time, and I wear it every single day. So the wand is incredible. It's a game changer. I won't lie to you. You guys see this eye, the difference between eyes? It's so crazy. I love our mascara. I'm addicted to it. I have a problem. Like, legitimately have a problem with our mascara. So this is like amazing. And I'm like, you guys, I only dipped it in once just to give you an idea too of the quality of it, which is huge. Okay, so you're gonna notice I'm not lining the bottoms, and I'm also not putting mascara on the bottom. So I'm not doing that with this technique because I want my eyes to look lifted and bright. So this is what's really great too, is if you guys actually look at my eyes look really done up, and my eye color looks very prominent. And again, it's because of the richness of the black of our mascara and our liner. Okay, so huge. You guys, that's the eye look, super simple. If you want to, we have other colors, but I'm gonna recommend if you're really not somebody who knows how to do an eye technique, if you can really get started with using Slate and Onyx, and if you bought our 4 palette that we have, put them on either end and get good at using those 2, and then down the road you can incorporate other ones if you want to as well, okay? Again, absolutely love our eyeshadows. Strong pigment, lasts a long time. Same thing with our liner and mascara. You will love it, okay? So now, what do we do next? So honestly, you guys, the next thing is my lips, and then I'm done. So I'm going to teach you something called a floating lip, and I really love a floating lip because I'm not somebody who really wears lipstick. What I am telling you, though, with this eye look, if you wanted to wear super red lipstick or a really bold color, you can totally get away with it. And the reason why you can get away with it is because your eyes are not dark. If your eyes are dark, you don't want to have a dark lip. It's got to be one or the other. Dark lip, neutral eyes. Crazy eyes, neutral lip, okay? But with this look, especially if, again, this is just an everyday look, what I really like is using Tulip Lip Liner. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm not gonna line my lips. I'm just gonna scribble them in, okay? And I'm using Tulip. So this is a very, very just kind of a light, almost like a light pink liner. And I'm just scribbling my lips in. So I'm not doing anything crazy. Just stay on the lines. Make sure you don't go all over your face. I'm just scribbling my lips in, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cosmetic wedge again, this handy little thing, and I'm going to just blot my lips. So the reason I'm doing this is because it's actually pushing the liner into my lip, okay? Then one of my favorite glosses that we have with Arbonne is Mallow. I love this lip gloss. It's kind of got like a bit of a shimmer to it, but nothing crazy. And then what I'm going to do is, of course, use a clean, brand sanitary little wand here. And then I'm basically just going to take, and I'm just going to put some gloss on. So the whole idea, you guys, of this lip is so you have a really nice little base with some color that will last throughout the day. And then to put a gloss over top. You guys, how simple and easy this look is. It's really clean. It's really nice. It is probably one of my favorite looks that we actually have with Arbonne. So this is a simple 5-minute face. So as far as, I'm just going to kind of back it up. I know I went over again all the basic stuff, but when it comes to the eyes, we do have to, I'm going to go through the eyes and the lips. So when it comes to the eyes, we do have to frame our eyes if we're going to do anything with our eyes, even putting mascara on. So I'm going to suggest that you do your eyebrows. So again, we have the brow pencil, or we have basically the brow cream. Again, if you're like me where you have brows but you can't really see them and not a lot, you're going to probably like the pencil better. The brow cream, if you have a lot of brows and they're really nice and you just want to kind of highlight them, you'll probably like the cream better, okay? So you want to do that. Then what we did is we neutralized the eye with Slate Eye Shadow. We did all over, dusted a little bit under here just to get rid of that pigmentation. Did it all over the eyes. Then we basically used the carbon eyeliner and then just started our line just where the color of our eye is. Make sure it has a little kick in the pants so it flicks out, doesn't go down to the corner. Again, not a cat eye, but instead of going down to the corner, it's going to go up and a little bit out, okay? Now, if you suck at it, the beautiful part is we have this amazing angle brush, and then you're gonna go ahead and you would use Onyx, which is black eyeshadow, to go over top to fix it, okay? So that's the big thing. Then you are gonna use, again, one of my favorite products, the Arbonne mascara. You're gonna do the tops to make sure when you look down that you don't see any fair kind of spots on your lashes, and then you're gonna go up and out. With this eye look, again, you're not gonna do the bottom. You're not gonna do the bottom lashes. You're gonna leave it nice and clean so your eyes look bright and open, okay? So that's pretty much your eyes. Lips, you're gonna simply scribble in your lips with the Tulip, blot it, then you're gonna just put a little bit of gloss over top. Again, my favorite color. Colors, Tulip and Mallow. So you guys, that's it. That is the simple eye look 5-minute face that we do with Arbonne. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask your independent consultant. Don't be afraid to try other colors too. The nice thing about it is we have a lot of things that you can try, and that's what we have with Arbonne. So thank you guys so much.